Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, and cats, and welcome back to the guy that says "Jeez" a lot. You guys like to point that out last episode, and yeah, I do. It's in my vocabulary, I guess. But yeah, thank you guys for checking in. Welcome back to some more of the series. We're watching Russia because Russia has become to be a sort of interesting little area of the channel, or I mean, the series. Basically, Russia is like split up in three right now: the Ukraine, Russian state, and Soviet Union over here in the east. And Russian state is fighting Ukraine right now. But I also realized, look at this, boom, they are at war. Oh, you can't really tell. I thought, oh yeah, it's right there. They're at war with the Soviet Union, so that's a thing. And I guess the attacker are the Syrian Union. So they're trying to reunite Russia and stuff. I don't know if the Soviet Union really has much to put up a fight over here with. Oh, I guess I just realized too. I need to observe. I'm not observing. There we go. Now they can actually fight and do stuff, and I will stop, controlling them or whatever. Okay. Russian state, do your best. Let's see what you got here, because Ukraine, let's be honest here, taken some land over here. They've taken a little bit of land here. They've taken, actually they haven't really pushed much up here at all. You guys are just kind of holding the line there. I think the Ukrainians are just attacking and getting themselves killed, though, as you can see. Or that might just be attrition. I think that's attrition, actually. So the Soviet Union also has nukes, as we can see over here. 5 nukes. They have 4 reactors built, which is pretty good for just a giant piece of ice over here. Yeah, so that's Russia. So we'll definitely be watching Russia, watching how it fights. What did it put on the border? It put like 2 Laos troops over here. Laosiest troops. Whoa, okay, look, there's movement here. Jays, finally, for once, there's actually movement. They've gone up here and they've actually cut all these guys off. I guess they need to make sure that this doesn't get, pooped on. Oh, there's an Austrian guy here that just overran a Macedonian. Rest in peace, Macedonian. Rest in peace. So Strasbourg and all this stuff is open for is open for the French and the Europeans to go retake. This is open. This little spot right here. I don't see why they don't just go grab that. You should definitely go grab that. The Brits are still defending Halifax right now. They're gonna get surrounded here pretty soon. I don't know why they're doing this to themselves. I think they're just suicidal and they want to die. I think England will probably be invaded as well. I mean, look at England. There's nothing there. And also look at Ireland. It's very built up, and I guess they don't have any plans on attacking over. Jeez. Okay, this is still weird though. Like, they still have troops here, the Middle Eastern Coalition, but they're not really doing much. The border gore is just getting worse and worse every time I look over there, so I think we're going to start avoiding that. And, of course, as we saw before, Bosnia has totally built a giant army here. As you can see, there's some people from other countries, but it's mostly the Bosnians here. And they're just keeping it. They're not helping the Europeans at all. They're just like, no, we're holding this here. This is ours. We're just going to keep ourselves safe while you guys fight over there. So that's basically the Bosnian strategy in this. Let's switch to the faction map mode so we can see what's going on a little bit better. Okay. So the Middle Eastern Coalition is... Oh, jeez, get out of here, little sandstorm. Jeez. Cairo has been taken, and the Libyans are being pushed way back. Even though they have quite a big army here. I think they have a little bit bigger of an army, as you can see. A lot of Brazilians, actually. A lot of just other stuff in general. A lot of just a big mix, I think. Not really very many Egyptians anymore, because Egypt doesn't really have much land, but they're working on it. What is happening right here? Okay, England has attacked. Middle Eastern Coalition has landed and troop into Finland, and is winning a little skirmish with this Russian guy. I doubt this will probably go anywhere, but I mean, who knows, right? Oh yeah, so the Allies are doing what they do best, or I guess this is the Middle Eastern Coalition now because England's in it. Doing little naval invasions all over the place. They're doing their best on it. Oh, Turkey has Kaliningrad, by the way. Just wanted to point that out. They're controller of it. Russia State's the owner right now. But yeah, Poland did a little naval invasion into Latvia, And England did. Oh man, they're actually working on it. Really, they're looks like they're focusing Russian state right here. They are doing one into Sweden, or 2 into Sweden. I think they see that Russia is, you know, working with the Ukraine over here. They're fighting them. They're trying, and they see that they're distracted. So like, hey, let's go attack Russia while we have the chance. Oh man, geez, look, the Western Ugandan Raj, it's totally being destroyed right now. All these guys are like crazy. Well, they're not very big attrition levels, but these guys are totally just RIPing right now. They've captured pretty much all of Persia back, and actually Iraq has taken some of Persia as well. I don't think it's used to stretch this far. It might have though. It might have gone all the way down here. Actually, it probably did. I think it went all the way down here like this. But Iraq, I guess, is reclaiming their land. If they keep claiming land out here into here, they'll be overextending what they used to have. Oh yeah, look at this. Turkey and Poland are totally trying to liberate Sweden right here. Which would be good for them because Sweden used to be a powerhouse of troops, but even though they were shitty troops, they were still troops. Oh yeah, look, Sweden actually has some troops now, and they've landed in Estonia a little bit here. Trying to capture some land for Turkey, I guess. There's an attack up here at this airport. There was an attack over here. They've actually reclaimed Stockholm. And wow, they've actually done a huge invasion over here in the west part of the country. Copenhagen was taken. Oh wait, no, that's different. Malmo. Copenhagen is Denmark. Jeez. Okay, so the Europeans are actually doing a full assault here right now on the Middle Eastern coalition in France. They've pushed up, as you can see, they've taken a little bit of territory back. So there is a full attack happening right now. They have control of Lyon as well, and that used to be one of the big cities of that the Middle Eastern coalition controlled in France. But now pretty much all of the major cities are controlled by the southern French and the Italians. Just wanted to point out here for a second. Look at Belgium and how big of an army they have as well. That is a huge army. That is the Galician Concordat as well. So if they were to ever like want to expand into like the Netherlands or this northern France or something, I'm sure they could probably take it over pretty fast. What is the Galician Concordat, by the way? The Galician Concordat is actually conservative. Okay, yeah. So the Galician Concordat is a conservative faction. So that means Ukraine could possibly actually join the Galician Concordat if they wanted to. That would make sense for them because Ukraine is a conservative country, I think. Yeah. And also Scotland as well with that huge army up there. So Galician Concordat could gain some members if they really, really wanted to. Okay, looks like Russian state's actually pushing in to this area quite a bit now. They were just hanging on. As you can see, they pushed in the borders a bit. But Ukraine is pushing out here very heavily. They're actually really close to Moscow, so that's dangerous. I think the Russian state has had to focus Sweden a little bit because the Middle Eastern coalition is capturing it all back, which is bad for them, definitely. So lots been going on over here in France right now. The Middle Eastern coalition's line completely broke. A ton of guys just got surrounded over here. Oh shit, missiles. Are those nukes? Let's follow them. Those might be nukes. Oh, wait. Okay, they're just going to a different landing pad. Alright. Yeah, those might be nukes. We don't know. They're aimed somewhere. It's a little bit scary, actually. They're all just kind of floating around over here. But the, oh shit, yeah, look. The Middle Eastern coalition just lost a ton of troops right here. They all got surrounded and were defeated. Which means the Europeans have successfully pretty much recaptured all of southern France at this point. They're going to start pushing up into Germany now. The Austrians are the only ones defending the line here. And I think the Austrians are kind of the one responsible for losing that because they were sort of in charge of that push and they totally got their butts kicked. But I was looking up over here, and Czech Republic is going to be a little bit of a challenge to take. The Czech Republic has basically garrisoned all of their land with a ton of troops, and they're basically just waiting, I think, for these guys to make a move against them. So the European coalition will slowly start pushing into Germany now, and will probably be at the Czech Republic sometime soon. What about Poland? Poland is just has a bunch of volunteers hanging out in Poland. I think Poland's just sending its troops out everywhere to try to win the war in other places. They're not really trying to focus this area here. But it might be a good area to focus, seeing as how they're pushing towards your land, Poland. And you're going to need to be careful about that. Also, this area over here pretty much has all fallen at this point, except for, like, you know, an island or two. This area has not fallen, and this little island has not fallen, but it's pretty much all gone. Canada has pretty much reclaimed everything at this point. Also, Palestinian Persia is pushing now past, or I think almost past, the original border. No, this is the original border. So they've made it to the original border with Pakistan at one point, but Pakistan still controls some Palestinian land. So they're working on it. They're working on getting them out of there, but I think it might have turned into a little bit of a stalemate because they've gotten some volunteers here, and they have built up the border a little bit, but they're not, you know, falling or anything. So as you can see, yeah, Pakistan has a lot of troops here now. So even though I think they lost a bunch of troops up here, like they got surrounded and all killed, there's still a lot to defend down here with. I also noticed as well that a lot of the little countries really like the African Entente. We got Monaco here. I mean, San Marino, not Monaco. Well, San Marino and Monaco are both in the African Entente. So just wanted to point that out because they don't really show because they're so small. Just wanted to show that, you know, they're in there. They're in that faction as well. So if the African Entente decides to get involved in anything, anytime, they would have the support of these little guys. Does the Ukraine have Moscow? No, they're very close, though. They're very close to Moscow. They're not really pushing that area, though. Oh my god, look how many troops are over here. Ukraine is so built up right now. It's crazy. I think the Ukraine is probably going to control a lot of Russia at the end of this. Russia is still trying to keep the Middle Eastern Coalition from pushing into Sweden any more than they already have. They've pretty much captured all of southern Sweden, which is the only part of Sweden that has a lot of the population and stuff, I think. I might be wrong about that, but... And then also they've landed in Helsinki, is that how you say it? And they've taken, or they're taking quite a bit of Finland back too. So the Russian state is in quite a bit of trouble here. The Soviet Union might end up actually capturing quite a lot of it. They've pushed in and are pushing the Russian state back too. So it's going to be interesting to see what the politics of Russia are going to be like after possibly the Russian state falls. The French have surrounded even more Austrian troops and are kicking their butt. And they're pushing into Germany now, and they're almost at Strasbourg. They don't want to take it for some reason, but they're there pretty much. And this is dangerous. This is dangerous for Germany if they want to, you know, for this Germany, I guess. No, this is Polish. Oh yeah, they're holding onto it from the German state. That's right. The German state's still the controller. That war just hasn't ended yet. And Poland is in danger as well as the Czech Republic. I would say Czech Republic, you should send, you know, 15 troops over here, try to repulse this attack. This attack is not, you know, very strong. There's not that many troops here that you would have to deal with. I think, you know, 15 good troops would probably at least hold them back. And they're about to walk into Strasbourg. There you go. Strasbourg is about to fall. They've taken it. Germany slowly being retaken. What controls this? Indian Germany. Oh. Indian Germany. I guess Germany is a colony of India? I didn't realize that. Maybe that was from, you know, a peace conference a long time ago that I just don't remember. Yeah, and it's all falling very fast. They're actually almost in normal Austria. They can enter it right here if they wanted to capitulate Austria. Who are all the countries in the Middle Eastern Coalition that need to fall in order for them to surrender? Let's check. Where would that be? Turkish-Greek War. Okay, so the ones over here that need to surrender are Turkey, Brazil, Poland, England. Okay, so Turkey, Brazil, Poland, England. Right here, Turkey, Brazil down there, Poland, and England. Poland, Turkey would probably be easy, and they're probably going to collapse semi-soon, especially Poland. England might be a little bit hard, but I'm sure one good naval invasion, they're probably done. Brazil's going to be the tough one, though. Brazil's going to be really tough. Even though, let's see, they don't have very many troops here, but it's just going to be a really horrible battle of attrition, especially if the Americans decide, hey, you know what, let's go all the way through Colombia, through the, you know, the Amazon forest, and then get to the capital like that. That's a good idea. That's how we should do it. Bavaria is here. by the way. They're conservative, so if they were going to join a faction, it would probably be the Galatian Concordat. They've got quite a bit of an army too. They before were not making an army at all, but now they've sort of built an okay army, it looks like. Good job, Bavaria. Good job being neutral, and also being strong, I guess. They're almost at Frankfurt, by the way. Frankfurt is going to fall here. Also, the Basque County has put a ton of troops on the border here. After they got defeated, they probably were just forced to make a bunch of troops for the European Federation, and now are pretty much all, on the front line here. So they got a bunch of new troops from a fairly new country in the war. Good job. Also, look, Luxembourg got quite a few troops there for one little province country. Cologne's gonna fall as well. I think it's still under Turkish control. Owner is Austria. Oh no, German India, I think. Man, Sweden is just being revived like crazy right now, which is really good for European Federation, or Middle Eastern Coalition, because Sweden likes to make a lot of troops, even though they're pretty crappy troops. And Finland is falling too, so Finland is coming back. Probably won't be long until the Russian state actually collapses at this point. Moscow isn't their capital, but their capital's up here. It's worth quite a few points, but I think Moscow will, and St. Petersburg actually, if those get captured, then they'll be pretty close to collapsing after all these little towns and stuff here will also fall. But basically those two towns, they don't have Stalingrad or Volgograd. That's controlled by Ukraine. Actually, it's rightfully controlled by the Soviet Union, but Soviet Union is pushed way up over here to Siberia, and they're actually climbing their way back. So the Soviet Union is coming. They're coming to get their revenge. They're coming west. Slowly but surely they're creeping back west. Frankfurt has been captured by the Europeans. So Germany is really just falling apart really fast here. They're pushing into every province here. Cologne actually hasn't been taken yet, but I think they're on the border. They're gonna try and take it pretty soon here. Austria has actually made a little push into southern Germany a little bit, but the Europeans have it under control. They'll probably start getting repulsed again pretty soon here. Lithuania is supporting them, even though Lithuania... Oh no, Lithuania is still alive. I didn't realize that. Lithuania is actually an alive country. Is it in the... No, it's neutral. So Lithuania is just supporting them, I guess. Oh shit, look. This Basque County truck is just driving free through Austria. Or no, he's going back, it looks like. Or he was gonna. He should have just drove all the way through Austria, just taken Salzburg and Graz and Vienna. Then they would have surrendered. Come on, man. I think the Europeans are focusing this a little bit too much down here because the Middle Eastern Coalition has actually armored up this front up here and have actually taken, I think, this town from them. And they're really trying to take Wuppertal. If that's how you say it correctly, I have no idea. So they need to reinforce this line up here. These guys could easily push into Bonn and Bitburg. Shit, that would not be good. Don't push into Bitburg. So yeah, kind of as I thought, the Western Ugandan Raj front is a total stalemate right now. They've both reinforced as equally strong as each other. So I don't know if there was going to be very much fighting here after a while. Actually, well, they have taken quite a bit more land, actually. Western Ugandan Raj used to hold most of this state here, but that's been all taken. And they've pushed more onto the border. They still haven't pushed into actual Pakistan yet, but it's pretty much a stalemate, and probably nothing's going to happen there, I don't think. And look at this push into Libya. It's taken forever, and into Egypt, actually. But it's taken forever, but it's probably going to pay off because Egypt's going to be able to make some troops for them. And they're working on the Libyans slowly but surely. Libya is not gonna survive this, I don't think. And then they're gonna get to Uganda as well, and that's gonna be bad for Ugandan Raj too. Remember, all they need to do in order to kill this faction is go here. They actually built up like crazy here just to make sure, but go and take these two provinces, this one and this one, and they will collapse. Oh shit! Look, Austria's retaken a couple of these provinces and are trying to attack into Germany, but they're failing horribly. Nice. Alright, so the Czech Republic has actually built up on this border, and I can see that they're actually using their troops wisely this time. And they're putting their troops actually on the border where all the fighting's happening. So That's good for them. They're actually, you know, doing their job this time instead of just garrisoning, but they still have garrisoned pretty much all of the Czech Republic, except for their new northern provinces, Berlin, and all these ones are here. Honestly, I'm still kind of surprised that, you know, Europe hasn't turned into just a nuclear wasteland at this point, because pretty much all these countries have nukes, but they're not really shooting them. The only countries that have really shot nukes that I've noticed are actually the Russian state. They're the only ones that I've seen drop nukes. I've watched them drop a ton of nukes on Finland and like Estonia and Latvia, but here all these guys have nukes, but they just don't want to drop them, especially France. Like, they have 40 of them. What does Spain have? Like 8? Oh, I guess they're not in the faction though. Yeah, Spain's still in the faction. Italy has 0, but they have nukes. They just need to build some nuclear reactors. New Germany has some nuclear reactors built. They're just, you know, just gotten out of occupation though, so they're just building their first nuke. They're just about to build it. Look, oh, they just built a nuke. Nice, good job, Frankfurt. You did it. And they made that their capital too. That's cool. So they liberated their capital and made it their capital. Nice, good job. So it looks like the advance is slowed because they put a lot of defenses here, and the European army is like fighting Austria down here more than actually continuing to push. And honestly, there's not a very big European army here, so I wouldn't even be surprised if they started getting repulsed again too. They haven't really focused that many troops here anymore. The Italians, they've gone back to Italy. They're just hanging out in Italy, and the Bosnians could be helping, but they're just hanging out in Bosnia. So I don't know. I don't know what these guys are doing. America probably needs to help this front here the most. America, what are you doing actually right now? Okay, there's a bunch of troops in the Bahamas, or I mean in the Caribbean. Hanging out. There's a bunch of them in Cuba hanging out. There's a bunch of them here. Are they planning on actually attacking Brazil? They looks like they are, but they're not going to do anything, I don't think. Okay, they want to go all the way around here to attack Ecuador for some reason. That is the worst plan I've ever seen in America. Jeez. They want to attack Angola and Namibia. But where are all the American troops at? There's some like out in the water here. Trying to find them. I guess most of the American army is just mainland, or on the mainland still, for some reason. They've got a big army here. Not the biggest though. It's got to be said. There's 12 divisions right there, but you would think that they would have more divisions somewhere. They must just be somewhere in the world, hiding and killing people somewhere. Jeez. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. This has been a pretty fun episode, I think. Make sure to go follow my Twitter and stuff if you use Twitter, and I'm not gonna ask you to make a Twitter though, because you know, it's not really the best actually. It's pretty boring, to be honest. But if you want to follow me, if you have a Twitter, make sure to go follow me. But thank you guys for watching. We'll continue next time. We'll see if the Europeans keep pushing into like northern Germany or the Czech Republic or something, or even push down here into Austria. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and a favorite and subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you guys all next time when things get checky. Okay. Yeah, bye.